Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tesla had a big day today, and we're going to talk about why in this video, but more importantly, why this is likely to continue. Tesla stock had huge news today, and you really have to understand the gravity of the situation because it's really going to change everything for Tesla. Going ahead or going forward from institutions. The institutional side really changed today. And you have to understand that because institutions, they move stocks. Retail investors do not move stocks. And I have a cough dropping. It's actually, I can almost eat these puppies like candy. It's a cool berry. Crazy good. Crazy. Like, I don't even know. It might be candy. I don't even know. Maybe I'm eating too many of them. But yeah, we're going to get into that in this video. Not to go off topic too much. I have two clips from CNBC I want to share with you. The call of the day today, one of them was Tesla. So I want you guys to hear that. There's another clip on CNBC. It's about 4 minutes long where this hedge fund manager says that stocks can continue to climb higher here, that she expects stocks to continue to climb higher here. And that's big because if Tesla, if the markets continue to climb higher, Tesla will likely fuel some of that, right? Tesla, I think, is going to be a real outperformer. So if the markets do well, I think Tesla's going to do even well or even better. And I think Tesla at this point could be a well over $600 stock by the end of this year. So we have a lot to get into in a short amount of time. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And let's get into today's episode. I did go out today and made another purchase on a under the radar AI stock that's only about a $2 billion market cap. So it's on the smaller side that I really like. So come check it out if you guys would like to. Link down below in the description of this video. This portfolio is up 183.4% year to date. It was up almost 200% at one point. I think we could close out this year 200-300% up on the year, just based on some of the catalysts we have upcoming with some of the stocks that we own. It's been exciting. I think it will continue to be exciting. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. If you buy a stock, you take on the risk, okay? You need to understand the stocks you're investing in, and do not think that if you join the group that you're just going to get filthy rich. That may happen, that may not happen. You could lose all your money. There's a lot of different potential outcomes. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial planner. Sometimes I do reckless shit, okay? And when I do, I kind of tell you, like, hey, this is reckless. You're going to lose money. Do not trade this. Blah, blah, blah. It's more so to give you an idea and to give you maybe a heads up on what some opportunities could be. Okay. I like to be early to things. I pride myself in being early. Okay. I like to be correct, but I like even more so to be early. Okay. So check it out if you guys would like to. Link down below in the description of today's video. Okay. So the big news that I really want to highlight again. We talked about this earlier in today's video, but I want everyone to understand the gravity of this situation. Because, as I said even at the onset of this video, you do not move a stock. Nobody gives a shit about your 100 shares you may buy here or there in Tesla. That does not move a damn thing for Tesla stock. Doesn't. What moves Tesla is the combination of institutions, hedge funds, money managers, big money. Okay, so big money's opinions and expectations are very important, whether you like that or not. If I have to be the bearer of bad news here, again, there it is. That's the bad news. You don't matter. Hedge funds and institutions matter in moving a stock. I talked about this back in 2024, okay, that Tesla would have a ChatGPT moment. Not in the sense of they create a large language model to answer your prompts, okay? That's not what I mean. I mean this moment where, boom, everyone starts to understand what Tesla is doing and the company that they are becoming. Even up until a month ago, people still looked at Tesla as a car company. Not people, I should clarify, institutions looked at Tesla as a car company. Today, you're really starting to see that flip. And I think you've started to see that flip ever since Tesla's last earnings, but more specifically in the last week or two. Noted by Tesla's, rise, right? Tesla went from a $350 stock. It's up about $75 in just the last, 7 trading days, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that was a rough guess, but 7 trading days, okay? You're up $75 a share. This is because of institutions, not retail. Institutions are starting to have a ChatGPT moment around Tesla. Baird analyst just put this in paper, though. Baird's analyst Ben Callow increased his Tesla price target by 71% today. ChatGPT moment is here. It's starting. We are early phases, okay? To $548 per share from $320 per share. This is now the highest Tesla stock price target on Wall Street. These guys are going to follow each other, right? Adam Jonas is going to come out with a new price target increase probably pretty soon. Dan Ives is going to come out with a new price target pretty soon. And they're likely going to want to top each other, okay? A $548 stock price would make Tesla a $1.82 trillion company. I think Tesla could be an over $2 trillion company by the end of this year, which would be around $640 per share. That's that's kind of likely at this point with this ChatGPT moment that is starting, with rate cuts that are coming, with inflation that is tame, with an economy that improves and gets better next year, real estate starts to move, so on and so forth. I've made the argument for why 2026 is going to be a great year for stocks, but I think even the next 3 months are going to be really good. Granted, we are 2 days in to the worst 10-day stretch for stocks historically. Okay, every year from September 17th through into the first trading day of October, it's the worst stretch for stocks. Every year, every time, okay? So you're in that period now. Once we get into October, specifically November is the best month historically for stocks. October is a really good month for stocks. December, typically a really good month for stocks as well. But November specifically is just seasonally very bullish. I think people get off of their, late summer vacations. They're really back in the office. They're grinding. They're settling down to be more active in markets for the winter time. Holiday cheer, pricing in, holiday numbers, right? For a lot of reasons, November tends to be a very strong month. And I think it's going to be a really strong month. Baird also said today why they increased their Tesla price target. And I think this is the really important part that Wall Street is going to really start to get behind. He says, quote, "We underestimated the look-through in the core automotive business." That sentence right there says, hey, we were wrong. We're righting that wrong right now. They say, quote, "We now expect shares to outperform as Tesla is increasingly viewed as the leader in physical AI." This is literally what I was talking about in 2024, the ChatGPT moment for Tesla's AI, because Tesla is the biggest real-world AI company. And I think over the next couple of months, Wall Street's really going to start figuring that out. And Tesla has a premium because Elon, is with the company, a premium because they have a premium product. But Tesla may start to get a premium valuation as well because they are the leader in physical AI, which is a many trillion-dollar market opportunity. Goes on to say, additionally, the road ahead is chock full of catalysts. Beyond the typical Tesla news flow, we see several events ahead which could move the stock, including the next generation of Optimus reveal, announcing additional bots, entering new markets for robotaxi service, shareholder approval of Musk's pay package, launch of the Tesla Semi, rollout of more affordable vehicles, expanding the use of Dojo externally, and energy business growth. Lastly, Musk's share purchase is a positive sign. Musk recently bought shares for $1 billion, which we see as a positive indicator looking ahead. Let me tell you what every single analyst that has a price target on Tesla is doing today. Their senior management is calling up, Adam Jonas, or calling up, the next guy saying, whoa, did you guys just see what Baird said about Tesla today? Maybe they're onto something. Can you look into this and give your take on this? That's literally the call that every Tesla analyst has gotten today. The narrative is shifting. Baird also says that if Tesla and Elon Musk can achieve all the operational milestones in his newly proposed pay package, Tesla's market cap could hit upwards of $12 trillion or $3,000 plus per share. So again, what I'm really trying to highlight in this video is the monumental shift today in Tesla stock. Now, we've seen that start now and has been continuing for about 7 days, but the next leg of this is likely a run to new all-time highs. Any time now, I'm expecting a rally could start to new all-time highs. I don't have super high expectations for the next 8 trading days just because of seasonal September, but really October? Anytime in October, it is game on. Now, as promised, I do want to share this clip with you from CNBC. It says the market can continue to run upwards from here, says Putnam's Jackie Kovash.
Higher this morning after the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ all closing at all-time highs. Joining us right now to talk about it is Jackie Kavanaugh, portfolio manager at Putnam Investments. Just when you thought it couldn't go any higher, it continues.
Yes,
Will it continue
does.
Is the bigger question. Will it continue?
We think that we are on a very nice run. Thank you, Andrew, for having me, and good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. We do believe that we are in an environment where the market can continue to run upwards. The reason is, there's so much focus on the Fed, and I get it. There's a lot of interest, and it's exciting to talk about. But if you look past the noise of the Fed, the economy's doing really well. The consumer's in a really good place. We just had a big conference last week in New York. The message was not only is the consumer strong, but accelerating. Consumer credit and corporate credit are in very good shape. Capital markets, as you guys know, we're seeing a massive resurgence, and that has a multi-year trend, we believe, just given the backlog. Unemployment has ticked up a bit, but from really low structural levels that we've seen historically. And the AI boom just continues to gather momentum. And so we do think that this continues to be a very good opportunity for retail investors. Maybe don't buy the whole market, but focus on your core competencies of looking at stocks and looking at industries and picking your spots. So we're very positive on the outlook.
So, Jackie, here we are in the middle, close to end of September. October historically has been a choppy month. I hate to say it. And so the question is, are we moving higher by the end of the year? Where do you look at the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, given the circumstances, and also given the weightings, meaning, as we keep saying, it's still 10 stocks that effectively are levitating so much of this market.
That's true. It is still 10 stocks, and it is concentrated. We're having a rebalance today. But you are seeing breadth widening, right? You're seeing the Russell small cap starting to rally. So you're seeing increased participation. You're right. October is a tough month. In fact, Andrew, you'll appreciate this. We had Likat Amit in our office the other day talking about Lords of Finance. And he was mentioning your upcoming book, 1929. He gave it rave reviews, by the way. It's a tough month.
God bless you. Look at who knew you were coming on TV and get the plug. Love this.
There you go. I'm giving you the plug. But
she's getting a new invitation.
Yeah. CNBC contributor.
There you go. He's on our board of trustees, and we were talking about his book, and yours came up because I think he had read it and gave rave reviews. So I'm looking forward to it. But it is October historically is a very tough month. But typically when you see big corrections, it comes with leverage, substantial leverage in the system, and we're just not seeing that. The consumer's not over-levered. Corporates aren't really over-levered. We can have a discussion about the government positioning, but from a private industry perspective, so while you could see some chop, could we see a 5, 7, even 10% pullback? Sure. But if you look at the macro, you just don't see a recession on the horizon. Earnings growth continues to accelerate. And as I said, you're seeing the breadth widen across the market. So we still remain constructive. I don't have a price target per se. We at Putnam pick stocks. We don't play just markets, but from a broad macro perspective, we're pretty constructive.
Okay, but if you were, in terms of constructing a portfolio, though, in this environment, given the 10 stocks that have historically been the leaders in all of this, what kind of, if we sort of made a pie chart, how would you allocate and not go just straight into indexes?
Right. So we do follow, our product is tied to the S&P 500. So we do allocate relatively tight within sectors. And I do think, you guys have probably heard this from Mike Mayo on the financial side, Goliath is winning. And I think Goliath is winning across a lot of industries. It's not just within financials, where size and scale give you opportunity. They give you operating leverage and they give you operational opportunity, particularly with the massive investment that you need to make in AI. And so we are looking across all the sectors. We like Amazon, we like Walmart, we like Citigroup, and we also like some names that are a little bit less well known, like a CoStar, which is a commercial real estate data analytics company. And so we see a lot of opportunities still. The market is expensive, but there are stock opportunities that are very compelling risk rewards. And so when I say to my team, stick to your knitting, look at the stocks and look at the industries and focus on the opportunity that is at the micro level, not the macro level.
It was obviously exciting to hear. Again, I watch pretty much all the clips on CNBC. The best ones I like to bring to your attention. The arguments that really make sense, I like to bring to your attention. And that made a lot of sense to me. Take a listen to the call of the day today on CNBC, where they are discussing Tesla stock.
Today, we got Baird upgrading Tesla to outperform. Also, very important note, raising the price target from $320, which is well below where the stock's trading, up to $548, more than 20% upside. They go on to say they see several events ahead which could move the stock, including the next generation of the Optimus reveal, announcing additional bots, entering new markets for robotaxi, the pay package, et cetera, et cetera. Kevin, you own this one.
I do, and I think the price target is a little bit generous. You wonder if they had a 320 on it, where they've been in terms of paying attention to Tesla, but obviously it's not a car story. The note very well describes where the future is, and it's in autonomous driving, free self-driving, robo-taxis. You've got Tesla, Waymo, even Zoox. They're changing the way we think about mobility, reshaping it, and I love the fact that they were talking about Optimus and the robot as well, because what we think of Tesla today,
Tesla shares up about 1.5%. Now we also have
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is clear to me the tide is turning for Tesla. Whether you want to be involved with it or not, it is happening. Even again, this is something I highlight all the time, but Tesla yesterday hit a high of $432 per share. You got a little bit of a reset, right? You ended up falling about 2.12% after that high of the day. What happened? The RSI went from 81 now at 76. This is great. Tesla's still on the overbought side, of course, but you're not, so overbought anymore that you can't continue to work higher. And, today is a good example of that. And even though we might not see the craziest rally between now and the next 8 trading days, it's possible. Trump has a interview on Fox News on Sunday. I think he might drop some news on the President Xi call today, maybe lower tariffs, something to get the markets a little excited Sunday. My speculation, normally these interviews are not pre-announced like 4 days ahead of time. Again, just my speculation. But long story short, don't expect a lot in the next 8 days. But October, November, December, setting up to be very good. And 2026, I think, is your year, okay? You're going to make a crap ton of money, I think, in the next 15 months. My view will be here along that journey. Hit that subscribe button if you would like to stay up to date and informed of everything going on. Obviously, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to take it a step further, come trade with us. Check that link out in the description of this video to come join the trading community. Couple things that I want to tell you. Okay, you have to link your Discord account to Patreon. Okay, so go to your Patreon, click on where it says apps. Okay, log into your Discord. It's going to link, and then the links that are posted will work. Okay, then you can sign up. Once you get into the Discord, you have to accept the rules. On the left side, there's going to be a little thing that says click here, accept, forget exactly what it says, but rules, right? You have to click on it. You have to accept the rules to get access to the entire product that we offer over there. Again, I did make a fresh new investment today in a really underlooked AI company. Like, I think this could be like a CoreWeave, right? Where it's kind of underlooked at first and then boom. So come join if you'd like to. Link down below in the description of this video. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.